Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. How's everybody doing out there this evening? This is your boy JoJo, of course, here at Mojo Tarot. It is Christmas Eve, baby. That's right. We are waiting on that jolly fat man in red to come down and deliver all of the presents to the good boys and girls around the world. If not, might be getting a little cold. How is everybody doing? Let's check in with the chat. Hello, Miss Yolanda. We got Sunny D in the house. You got my cuz, Todd Moore. Merry Christmas, cuz. Cheeky, naughty Bubbles, my precious. How are you doing, darling? Merry Christmas to you. So we got a little bit in the house. Pam Bear. Let's see. Black Rose. How are you doing, man? Merry Christmas. NS, is he taking questions after the live? I'm not taking questions this evening. I might take one or two and just do them for folks, but I'm not charging anybody, and I'm not going to do a long list. It is Christmas Eve after all, but we will see. If you we'll see. We'll take it as it goes. Hello, Angel Eyes. How are you doing? Roxanne Bills. What is going on, everybody? I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic holiday. I know there's a lot of eats, there's a lot of presents, there's a lot of yums and goods and all kinds of neat things out there going on right now. And I figured I would come on here and we would do a little check-in with Santa Claus. That's right. This is going to be an unusual reading because what I'm going to give you is, where Santa thought you were good this year, where Santa thought you could use a little help this year, and what you need to work on for next year. And then we're going to get a quick tarot read to see all of the good coming in the year ahead. Let's get jingling. Yep, giblets jingling everywhere. Hello, Miss Melanie. How are you doing, darling? Welcome in. But yeah, I know there are a lot of elves out there working diligently. Santa flies around really fast, and all year the elves have been working, building stuff, doing the things, making the toys and the games and the PlayStations and the Xbox. They've been doing they just had tons of stuff going on. But there's an entire crew on the other side. After Santa delivers what he needs to deliver, there's a crew that stays up late and sets things up and does whatever. Santa's one guy. He's busy. So this is for all of those parents and elves that are, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Santa was watching, Todd. I know. It'll be all right. Hey, listen, coal has its purposes. It has its value. And as I said earlier, listen, naughty girls get coal. Really naughty girls get compressed coal, aka diamonds. That's very true. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, let's dive into this and see what Santa had to say. Now, what I've done is I consulted with an AI forum and I placed Santa as an astrologer. And I said, okay, give me the good and the bad for everybody this year. And we're going to pull a couple of cards to see, how that comes out for everyone. Alluring Empress, how are you doing, darling? Merry Christmas. It is good to see you. It has been a hot minute. All right. So we are going to go in zodiacal order as always. And I'm going to start out with Aries. And these are just going to be quick little fun messages tonight. I think you guys are really going to enjoy this. Let's see what we got. Aries, we're going to do your read this evening at 5:15. Aries. So Santa, the astrologer, says, well, you meant well, Aries. You just, rushed everything. Now, in 2025, Aries, your good points, you were filled with courage and you initiated a lot of change. Some of you may have moved, you may have changed jobs, you may, there were a lot of things going on. So you had that willingness to stand alone, and that bravery and courage is absolutely admirable. You've got strong survival instincts under pressure, and you have proven that this year in 2025. However, you did have a couple of little challenges in 2025, maybe a little bit of impulsiveness that has caused possibly some conflict, some avoidable conflict. Yeah, sometimes we can slow our roll a little bit. You probably suffered from a little burnout from overexertion, and once you've made up your mind on something, you're just going for it. You have a very difficult time, or you've had a very difficult time listening. Change is constant. It is. Everything changes, and that's one of the reasons. It's one of the reasons why people dislike Geminis. A Gemini will change their mind based on new information. But for my Aries out there, yeah, once you get your mind made up about something, you're done. So in 2026, what you need to work on is a little bit of patience, and utilize that patience as a power, not a weakness. Strategic action over reactive action. You want to be a little bit more pragmatic, and you want to be a little bit more proactive instead of reactive to different situations. And don't forget, letting others finish up what they have to say, letting others finish speaking before charging ahead into a conversation. That was noted on there too. Overall, it looked pretty good. I think you're on the good list this year, so you guys will be, you should be pretty happy. Just remember, not every door needs to be kicked in, Aries. So let's see what you can expect coming up for 2026. What's coming out of this Christmas? What are your gifts? What do we got for my Aries gang? We got the Mob, the Fool, and the Ace of Swords. Underneath the bottom of the deck, you get the King of Swords. Aries, they're going to be flocking to you in a big way in 2026. You're getting some kind of truth and clarity. There may even be messages, but there you are, standing in your power. The Fool card, Aries. The Mob, you may feel a little overwhelmed by this. You might have people flocking around you, whatever. You're gonna get some truth, you're gonna get some clarity, and you're gonna have to speak your mind. But you need to let others finish and do what they're saying first. And then you need to be fair, honest, and truthful about what it is that you say. You've got the Ace of Pentacles here. There may be some brand new opportunities coming in this year, Aries. I would watch out for those. Just make sure that you're putting up boundaries and make sure you're using fair, intelligent judgment with what you got going on. What's the advice for my Aries gang? We got the Seven of Cups, the Chariot, the Three of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. Aries, you're going to have a lot of options. Okay, this could be in life, it could be in love. It might be about a trip. But you are going to be getting some victory, and you are going to be getting a lot of attention. You need to be careful. This is, I think, what the universe is trying to tell you here is be careful what you wish for, Aries, because you just might get it. Slow and steady wins the race. Gotta ease it up. Listen to what everybody has to say. Don't go too fast. Be careful of impulsiveness, and I think you'll be just fine. So all in all, it does appear that you're on the good list this year. couple of things to work on. You might get a chunk or two of coal in your stocking, but you know, it's okay. Like I said, coal has its value, very burnable. If you compress it enough, it'll turn into a diamond. Congratulations. Good luck finding a press that, you know, will do 2,500 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Let's get you a yes or no question and see what we've got for my little emperors or empresses. What do we have for Aries? Yes or no? We've got the Hierophant, Taurus energy. That is a maybe. And I think it depends on what it's sort of a, are you going to stick to the rules? You know, because the Hierophant is all about rules. It's structures that are already set in place. You know, are we gonna play nice? Are we gonna follow the book? Are we going to take our time? Aries. 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 Are we gonna take our time? Are we? The answer to your question is a maybe. Now, as far as the signs you could be dealing with, we definitely have Taurus on the board. You got Cancerian here. You could be dealing with another Aries. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius is strong. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries. That is what I have for you. Merry Christmas. Hit that like button for me. Comment, share, subscribe. All the little things. You know what to do. Hype the video. Leave me a comment. Let me know how, you know, let me know what you got for Christmas. And, you know, all the things. Do the interacting. Toss your boy JoJo a little Christmas present. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Aries. I appreciate you. All right. I'm going to move this party right along. How's everybody doing out there? You guys good? Feeling the joy? Brittany D, what is going on? We got Selena. Hey, how are you doing? Queen Tiki Boo, what is happening, ma'am? How are you? Merry Christmas. Get Delaney. She's you know, down under in a bikini right now. It's already Christmas Day there. Let's see. Kim Diamond, how are you doing? Linda, yum yum. What is going on, boo boo? Oh, Lori, Dark Designs. Merry Christmas, ma'am. How is Hawaii? Hopefully it is warm. It's warm here. It is a very warm Christmas here. I got the windows open and shorts on. I know in the top part of my house, it's like 78, 79 degrees. It's warm. Sayedy, what is going on? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Salam. Oh, okay. My apologies there. Listen, I read a ton of names. So, but thank you so much for being here. Happy holidays to you. Debbie, Texas, what is going on, boo-boo? Hope everyone is having a beautiful, beautiful night, day, wherever you are in the world. All right, let's move this party along to my bull gang. My Taurus babies are doing your read at 1420. Taurus, naughty or nice? What is the verdict from Santa Claus? Well, Taurus, over 2025, you did have some challenges. You had some good points. You held steady, but sometimes maybe a little too tightly. So we gotta learn to, you know, release. We gotta let go of our expectations on this. However, in 2025, you did show a fair amount of emotional endurance. My Taurians have been through. You had, let's see, you had Uranus go out of your sign into Gemini, and it stayed there for a little while. You got a brief little breather, and then Uranus came right back. Through this, you have shown emotional endurance through whatever it is that you've been through. You have proven yourself to be loyal and reliable, and your financial instincts have improved in your life. You've really beefed up your game when it comes to the coin getting. You know what I'm saying? And I think your intuition is on point there. Now, you did face a couple of challenges in 2025. You had a little bit of resistance to necessary change. Again, we got to be open. Holding on to comfort zones, way past their expiration date. Yeah, we got to be careful of that. And some of my Taurians out there have carried a little bit of silent resentment. Now, I say, my Taurus. There's my Taurus gang that's watching this. This is from Santa Claus. I got his notes right here. It said some of you may have been holding some silent resentments towards people. You gotta let it go. Gotta let it go, bull gang. Just, you don't want to hang on to that resentment. You don't want to hang on to it. Just forgive people. Back away. Forgive, back away. You know what I'm saying? What you need to work on in 2026, you need to have flexibility without fear. You need to be able to go with the flow, make changes as you move along, and you need to figure out how to express your needs sooner and in a more proper way. Redefining redefining security beyond material comfort. This is expressing your needs. I mean, we all need money. We all need the tangibles, but at the same time, security is not always about that. And for that emotional security, we need to be able to open up a little bit more and be a little bit more flexible. It's okay. Just remember, Taurus, the universe is always going to be bringing you good things. It is. Stability is going to be growing in 2026. Now, again, you need to be a little bit more flexible. You need to express your needs, and you need to change up your ideas, maybe flip the script a little bit about what security actually looks like. Now, with that being said, stability grows when roots can breathe. You know what I'm saying? You know how they till the ground to plant and it spreads you got to be open. Go with the flow, light and airy. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what my bull gang can expect with their Christmas presents from the universe. What's going to be happening over the next year? What can my bull gang expect? We've got the Two of Cups, the Page of Wands. We've got the Hermit and the World card. No more hiding for you, Taurus. It does look like you have a soulmate or a partner coming in. That Two of Cups, Page of Wands. This could be a lot of fun, flirting. And some of you could be into rappelling or hiking. Might be taking some trips. We've got the Hermit. There's going to be a lot of deep inner self-reflection this coming year. And with the World card coming right after that, I dare say you're not going to be hiding anymore. It does look like you have a strong connection coming in. 10 of Cups. All 10 cups. All 10 of them, Taurus. You thirsty? You better be. You got all 10 cups coming. Some of you may be moving or traveling. You might strike up a romance with somebody online or at a distance. What is the advice for my Taurians coming up? Explain it to you. Hey, listen, I can do some splaining. Because Geminis, we're chatty. I try to keep that contained a little bit. I try to keep it just to a little bit. You know what I mean? A little bit. Just a little bit. What's the advice for my Taurians? We got the Five of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, Emperor, woo, and the Knight of Wands. Taurus, remember what I said about holding on to that silent resentment? Let them go. Let them go. Don't worry about it. Let that ish go. and move on to more fair, equal, and reciprocal situations. You really need to boss up and take control of this. And that emperor, male or female, it's about taking control of your life. That emperor is all four kings rolled into one. And the masculine energies are about taking action, decisive action, mastering your emotions, mastering, King of Cups, mastering your thoughts, words, and actions, King of Swords, and not to forget putting down boundaries and speaking your truth. Let's not forget the King of Wands. Make sure we get to the gym and we're going after things that we are passionate about. The King of Wands is the hell yes guy. You know what I mean? And of course, we got cups, we got wands, so cups. Pentacles. There we go. Sorry, been a long day. Some strong eggnog I had earlier. Don't judge. Don't judge. The King of Pentacles is solid, stable, grounded, mature, and focused on that bag, making sure we get the money coming in. You do all this and boss up. Remember to have some fun too. Knight of Wands gets out there and plays. You're going to be looking good, feeling good, smelling good, all the things. Why not get out there and have some fun? You do have the Two of Cups coming in, so you've got a connection on the way, something light, fun, airy, and playful. You could be dealing with a Taurus. We've got Aries here. Aries strong, could be Sagittarius or Leo as well. Not to mention Cancer. Let's see, we also have Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. But hey, Two of Cups, Ten of Cups. After you get out there and have some fun and boss up taking care of things, boom. That looks good, Taurus. Looks real, real good. You know what I'm saying? Get you a yes or no question and see what we've got for my Taurus gang. Taurus, yes or no? Think of your question. What would you like to ask? Here is the answer. Queen of Cups, that is a yes. Cancerian energy, very loving, sweet, kind, nurturing. Just absolutely exquisite, deep feelings. But the thing about the Queen of Cups is she has the only cup in tarot that has a lid on it. She's not just passing that out to everyone. She's very discerning. She makes decisions with her heart, but she's also very discerning about who she's going to give that cup to. So whatever your question, it is very loving, discerning, and nurturing. That is a yes. You could be dealing with Cancer, and it does look like you have love coming in. We have Aries here. Like I said, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You got Virgo with that Hermit card there. All of your fixed signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Boom. It's good, Taurus. I think you're on the good list, but be careful with that holding the resentment, and make sure that you're getting out of your comfort zone, that you're not, overstaying your welcome in certain places in a comfort zone. Got to get up, got to change things up and shake it up sometimes, Taurus. Got to get a little loosey-goosey with it, you know what I mean? So, there you go, Taurus. That is what I have for you. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas to you. Thank you so much for your support of the channel. Hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe, all the little things. Okay? Merry Christmas, Taurus. All right. It's Tess. What is going on, boo-boo? Welcome in. Welcome in. Let's see. Miss Susie. Thank you all so much for being here. I hope you're having a fantastic Christmas. Beautiful holiday. Let's move this on to Gemini. Gemini, we're going to do your read at 2444. What do we got for my gems? Now, Gemini, we're going to take a look back. We got Santa's suggestions about this past year, where you were good, what you need to work on for next year, all the little things. Let's see what Santa has to say. Gemini. Obviously, well, man, I don't read these. I just pull this stuff, and I don't read these beforehand. I myself am a Gemini sun, Gemini stellium. it says, Santa says, you do have a brilliant mind, but you're doing too much. You got too many tabs open. Let me tell you, I am sitting in front of an ocean of desktop real estate with monitors in front of me right now. And I do. I mean, right now, as we're speaking, as we're doing this live, I have got 7 different applications open. 7. Wow. Okay. Good Lord. Matter of fact, let me close one of those up. All right. So, yeah, you got too much going on, Gemini. You're too scattered. You got too many things happening. I myself am very in touch with this. Now, in 2025, your good points, you are indeed adaptable. Oh, come on. Now this thing's being slow. There we go. You are indeed adaptable. Geminis are, on the fly. You're able to change with things. Your communication skills are on point. You, after all, are the masters of communication. But in 2025, they got even better. Your learning and curiosity flourished, and your creativity. Now, you did face some challenges in 2025. You had a little bit of inconsistency. Yeah. Y'all know how I go to sign on here and the thing says, oh, yeah, JoJo's going to start right at 7 p.m. And then I end up coming on here at 7:17. Hi, ADHD. It's also a little bit of just ADHD, with a little smattering of Gemini in there. Yeah. Hey, that's your boy, JoJo. Emotional avoidance through distraction. Hard to keep you focused, and you can avoid certain emotional landmines or going through what you need to by having those little distractions. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Don't lie. I do it myself. And you had, because you are the lovable, shiny twin gems, you, of course, are very sociable, and you end up saying yes a little too often when you should say no. So for 2026, what you need to work on is your follow through. Make sure that you're, being impeccable with your word and getting things done. Don't open too many projects at the same time. Always remember that you also want to go for depth over breadth. You don't want to spread yourself too thin. You want to pick your battles, pick your works, pick your creative ideas, and just get a few of them and focus on those. You also need to remember that saying less is actually meaningful more often than not. Geminis do love to communicate. Again, hi, I'm JoJo. So we've got to say a little bit less and mean a little bit more. And again, pick your battles, Gemini. Don't spread yourself too thin. Mastery comes from staying with the idea after the excitement fades. Sometimes we have a great idea and you're like, oh, that'll be wonderful. And then you got to hunker down and actually do the work behind it. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into the tarot and see what's coming for you in 2026. What are the presents coming? What's the gifts? What is going to be happening for my gems? We've got death, Scorpio energy, very, very transformative energy as well. We have the Fool, Ace of Wands, and underneath the bottom of the deck, you got the Page of Cups, Gemini, and the Wheel of Fortune underneath that. Gem. There's a huge transformation. Some of you may be dealing with someone from the past, something that ended. I know not all of you want to hear that, but something is ending, and there is a big transformation. I think a few of my Geminis, Geminis are very youthful signs. You might be growing up a little in 2026. We do have Uranus that will be settling in your sign in the spring. Now, everything ought to get lighter going all the way up until I think it's right before Valentine's Day. We've got Neptune finally moving along. All of the mutable signs, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces, are going to be feeling a lot lighter over the next couple of months. But for you, Gemini, you'll be taking some new chances. Somebody is going to be coming towards you. It does look like you have a brand new, passionate beginning here. For some of you, this is something new. And for others of you, this is someone coming back wanting to fix things with that Page of Cups, wanting to apologize. Somebody could have been a little immature, but this may have been something that was fated for you. It may be that transformation. You know, sometimes we come together with a soulmate and it seems like things go completely awry. But you were meant for each other, and you were meant to teach each other lessons. Now, for others of you, you could have an ending. Somebody, you might just be getting closure. You might be figuring out that person could have been quote unquote karmic soulmate. That doesn't mean they're a bad person, okay? That just means you made the deal before you came down here. This person was going to come into your life and kind of stab at your heart a little bit, maybe stab at your life, cause a little, you know, a few of those life lessons to help you grow. And that's the way we have to look at those kind of things. They suck. Don't get me wrong, those kinds of situations can hurt, but there has been an ending here, and I think we're moving on from that. Fool, we're going after something. Some of you are moving away from something. There's an apology here. You're done with whatever that is, and you're moving into a brand new, passionate beginning of some sort. This could be about work. It could be about love. It could be about anything. But it does look that my Geminis are growing up a bit. Get some advice from the universe and see what it has to say. 8 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, Emperor. Woo! Gemini, you're about to get busy. You do have a brand new soulmate coming in. Make sure that you're honoring that and keep your boundaries up. I don't think I have to tell Geminis that. The kings and queens of swords can cut off somebody in an absolute heartbeat. But it's time to communicate, really communicate how busy you are, what it is that you actually want. The 2 of Pentacles there. It can be about juggling, but don't do that. I don't think that's the case. The universe is saying, chop, chop, Gemini. This is your time to shine. Get to it. You've got a soulmate coming in, whether it's somebody from the past that was destined to be a part of your life, or you're releasing someone that was meant to teach you a couple of lessons and moving forward to something brand new. I think my Geminis are starting something brand new, and it looks like you're leveling up, but you really have to take control with that Emperor card there. Again, being all 4 kings. Go back and check out that Aries reading as well. Gemini, you've got wonderful blessings coming to you over the next few months. And again, we do have Uranus settling in your sign this coming year. The next 7 years are going to be a roller coaster. Are you going to enjoy that roller coaster ride, or are you going to fight it and go screaming and hate it the whole time? Be open, be flexible, make sure that you are being solid and consistent, and be careful what you say yes to. Don't spread yourself too thin, all right? Time to buckle things down, Gemini. All right, let's see what we've got for my Gems for their yes or no question. What have we got for Gemini? Yes or no? Concentrate on your question. Breathe deeply. What do we got for the twins? Whoo, that is a yes. 10 of Cups. That is just happy, happy, joy, joy. Sweet mother of Buddha. That's everything. Happiness, family, happy families, reunions, homecomings. Again, some of you might have a new beginning with someone from the past. It's very possible. Don't come for me. Just leave it in the comments. Some of you are going to get down there and be like, JoJo, you are absolutely full. There is not a cold chance I'm going back. Okay. Then Forgive them. Realize that they were there to teach you lessons. Be thankful for the lesson and know that you can move forward to something brand new. And get saucy with me. It's Christmas Eve. This is the year we master everything, Gemini. This is the year we take control. Whatever your question is, it's a very beautiful, very happy, very loving, and possibly a marriage. It says it right there on the card. Marriage. Some of you might be getting married. Man, Ace of Wands, there's a lot of attraction. Two of Cups. We get the Fool here. We get the Page of Cups. I think some of my gems are going to be getting busy this year. Wrap it before you tap it. Make sure that you're, Emperor, Empress. You know how this game works. The answer to your question is a yes. You could be dealing with a Pisces. We got Cancer and Scorpio strong here as well. You got Aries on the table. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Strong Aries with the Emperor card and the Fool card coming out. And, of course, we have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and all of your fixed signs. That's going to be Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius. That's what I got for you, Gemini. Merry Christmas. I think you are on the good list, but you guys are pushing it a little. So be careful. Got to be consistent. And make sure that you're facing those emotions and being honest about things. Don't be avoiding things by coming up with 6 different projects. Okay, I'm guilty of this myself. So just Merry Christmas, Gemini. Oh, J. Crow, thank you very much, J. Crow, 1979. I love you too. Tracy, Trace, how are you doing, boo-boo? Merry Christmas to you. Julie Murray is in the house. Thank you for being here, ma'am. I appreciate you guys. I really do. I hope you're all having a wonderful holiday. Let's move this along to my Cancer-ronies. We're doing Cancer this evening at 37:54. Let Joe get a sip of his Joe. Late night decaf, Joe. Thank you so much, Boo Boo. I appreciate that, Chase. All right, Cancer ronies. Here's what Santa had to say. You ready? Ready? You got a big heart, Cancer. You do. I mean, you are the nurturers of the zodiac. But you forgot to protect it, didn't you? Yeah. Hey, Cancer, Venus, Cancer, South Node here. I can relate. I'm right there with you. That's right. It is, Cancer, Venus, and South Node. My absolute pleasure to love, nurture, care for, cook for, love. Just like a gigantic, very mean-looking teddy bear. You do have a big heart, but you forgot to protect it. In 2025, your emotional intelligence grew. You were very, very kind, very caretaking, very loyal, and your intuition grew. I think for a lot of my Cancerians out there, your intuition was very deep and off the charts accurate. However, you did face a couple of challenges, like overgiving. Hi, I'm JoJo. I know that one real well. Mood-driven decisions. Got to be careful of this one. Got to be careful of making decisions from a place of, anger or, frustration or things like that, because you can fall into a trap real quick. And, of course, my Cancers, being the big-hearted folks that they are, have a very, very hard time letting go of things. So in 2026, what you need to work on are your emotional boundaries, making sure, like the Queen of Cups, she's not passing that cup out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be protective of your own energy and your own emotions and giving out. We have to be very discerning about that. So establishing those emotional boundaries is going to be necessary. We've got to learn to be self-nurturing without guilt. Okay, you got to take care of yourself. Cancers do have that ability to overgive. And in overgiving, we can kind of lose ourselves. You got to take care of yourself, boo boo. Got to make sure that your cup is flowing before you give to others. And you got to learn to trust tomorrow. Cancers are very sentimental and they can be a little stubborn about this. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. I love you, Cancer, but you can't. You hang on to things. You got to learn to trust life beyond what you've already been through. Cancers, when they do get hurt, they get very, very hurt. And it can be hard moving forward and trusting the universe with what it's bringing for you. You got to remember, love does not require self sacrifice to the point of depletion. It's okay to go out of your way for someone. It's okay to, be nice and care for those people you love. But at the same time, you don't have to, you don't have to go all out. We got to take care of Cancer tip. Okay? Okay? Okay. See what the cards have to say. What's going on for my Canceronies in 2026? What are those blessings coming in? What's going to be happening for them? We've got, the 10 of Pentacles. I mean, all the money, honey. You've got the Magician. And the 8 of Wands. Underneath the bottom of the deck, you have the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups. There you are, Cancer. Well, 10 of Pentacles. Who's winning that $1.7 billion lottery? I mean, I am a Cancer Venus, so I've got 2 tickets. Listen, don't get me wrong. I'll take care of the little people once I get there. Thanks. All right. Good night, people. 10 of Pentacles. That's family, legacy, generational wealth, all the money. And, it's just being very solid, stable, and grounded as well. But 10 of Pentacles, that's everything, baby. That is the house, the white picket fence, 2.4 kids, 2 kids in the garage, the dog, the cat, the goldfish, and the salamander and parrot. Parrots, give me a little heebie-jeebies. A little bit. The 401k programs, the summer vacations, the winter vacations. It is everything. Everything, Cancer. It is. The Magician, Gemini, Virgo energy. I think you are manifesting and moving quick. Some of you may be going on trips. You may be moving. You could be dealing with someone at a distance. We do have the Queen of Wands here and the Queen of Cups. Some of you, you could be dealing with a same-sex relationship, but I get the feeling that both of these are you, Cancer. Not only are you taking control of your emotions and your emotional side, which of course you are the loving nurturers, but damn, you look good doing it. Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is very vivacious, very passionate, and she does not give a single, not one flying oop, and who cares about what she's doing. She goes after what she wants. Very passionate, very sensual card. She is not afraid to let her freak flag fly, and she looks good doing it. Some of you might be hitting the gym. And somebody is noticing my Canceronies in those yoga pants or the little gray sweatpants as we go through the cold months in the northern hemisphere. Whatever it is, you're looking fantastic. And I do think you are manifesting in a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful future. Well on your way to leveling up. Now, you need to remember, don't make those move-driven decisions, and you have to let go of the past, okay? Don't overgive in situations. Be discerning, and I think you guys are getting on top of that. And with that, your aura just, it just turns on into just a bright, wonderful summertime glow that all of my Cancer runners have. Let's get the advice and see what we have for my little crab cakes. 401ks or trust funds, whatever, Sadie. I mean, that's all the pentacles. That's all of them. All of them. Hey, listen, your boy Mojo needs a loan. Oh, well, let's cut him a check for $500,000. Here. You know what I'm saying? All of them. What's the advice for my Canceronis? We've got the 5 of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the World, and the Empress. You're leveling up. I'm telling you. You got the Queen of Cups here. You got the Queen of Wands. You add in the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. Boom. Empress. Now, 5 of Wands. You got to stop fighting it. You got to stop hanging on to yesterday. We got to clean out the closet to make room for the new. You know what I'm saying, Cancer? That mental conflict or conflict with others. If you overgive in a situation, the problem with that is that not only do you deplete yourself, but you expect them, whoever you overgave to, usually that builds expectations of them returning that, and they're not going to. That's why it's called overgiving. You might have trouble with fighting this, because of course you're Cancer, you're loving and sweet and kind and nurturing, and people can take advantage of that. You need to see the truth. You need to cut that ish out, Cancer. The World card is the ending of a cycle, so that a brand new cycle can begin. And apparently it's one hell of a glow up with the Empress there. It looks like 2026 is going to be the year that you manifest action in this, that you are letting things go. You're going after what you want passionately. You are being discerning. You are speaking your truth and putting up boundaries, and you're solid, grounded, stable. You're looking good, feeling good, smelling good. And the Empress is that rise, that glow, that hyper glow, if you will. Think you're going to stop fighting yourself on this, Cancer. Once you realize the truth, once you have that little epiphany, the cycle ends, a new journey begins. Both of these are cards of travel, by the way. A lot of you could be doing some traveling, and your card is the Chariot. So my Cancers, let me move along. Of course, we don't have the Chariot out here, but it needs to be said. That can be a card of traveling. So can this. Not to mention, look at the Magician up there. He's on the moon. The moon. You go out and tell me what's on the dark side. Figure out, what kind of lizard people are up there controlling the moon and, sending down little magnetic rays of brain control. And I think just let me know. Send me an email or something. You know what I'm saying? It does look absolutely beautiful, Cancer. I think you are manifesting in a partnership. You're getting more structure, stability, and it does look like you're leveling up. Some of you are going to be realizing that you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot. We're putting that to the end. We're leveling up, and we're going and doing wonderful things. Beautiful, Cancer. I love it. Let's see what we've got for my Canceronis. Yes or no? Think of your question. Breathe deeply. What do we have for my little cherubs? What do we have for my little loving elves on that Christmas Eve for my Canceronis? 8 of Pentacles. That's a yes. That's working on it, baby. That's putting in the effort. That's getting the overtime. That's, I mean, that is the drive that gets you there. Virgo energy, that is doing it. It's also having patience about it. Some of you could be getting a new job, self-employment. Your question was about money. It is a definite yes. I think some of you guys are already manifesting. I know I'm manifesting. I have several lottery tickets. I don't know. I got to check them after the thing. But hey, listen, if I win the lottery, I'll still read tarot, and I'll be, you know, still going ahead with my publishing company and putting out decks. That's all coming up here in 2026 as well. So I'll still be reading, but there will be signs. There will be signs that JoJo has won the lottery. Trust me on that. There could be a little extended break as well. I'll be reading cards from my island. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful, Cancer. Absolutely beautiful. Just again, make sure that you're not overgiving and you're not making mood-driven decisions. I do think you're on the good list. You could be dealing with a Virgo. Let's see. We have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Gemini strong with that Magician card there. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Gemini, Virgo. And, I mean, you got everybody here. Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, the Empress. The Empress for me as a reader is Taurus, Libra, Virgo, and Cancer. So I have my reasons for it. Just run along with it. Merry Christmas, Cancer. Happy holidays to you. Thank you so much for all your support over the years. I really appreciate you guys. Hit that like button for me. Comment, share, subscribe, all the little things. Now, you know, get your hot cocoa, put the cookies and milk out there, and, you know, come back, hype the video, and let me know what you got for Christmas. Okay? Okay? Love you, Cancer. Thank you. Merry Christmas. I did not have a Christmas tree cake this year. I have one every single year. The you know, the Big Deborah's little Christmas tree cakes. Not Little Debbie, the Big Deborah. I keep seeing Justin Nunley on Facebook. I mean, he's a comedian from the South. Very, very funny. But he has a shirt that says Little Deborah or Big Deborah. I want to get one of those because I am a huge fan of Little Debbie snack cakes. Probably a little too much. You know what I mean? Hello, FG. What is going on, my brother? Peace and serenity. Yeah, I hear you. I asked for a little bit more. I've got a stocking that's 7 foot. And that's because I want my, you know, 5 foot 10-ish, give or take a few inches. I need that Empress in there and all the rest of the stuff that I asked for. I've been a good boy this year. I have been a good boy this year. Don't. I have been a good boy this year. I have. Okay. You know. I don't know if we need to go to Santa court. I can prove it. Get my little elf attorney. Well, what about this, JoJo? What happened when you threw the thing? Well, see, what had happened was little elf jump in there and start. No, JoJo, shut up. Well, Your Honor, see, what had happened was. Oh my goodness. All right. Let's move this party along. Miss Lisa, how are you doing, boo-boo? Merry Christmas to you. we got for my Leo babies? We're doing Leo this evening at 55:15. We got for Leo. Now, Leo, Santa said that in 2025, you absolutely shined, as you always do, Leo. But sometimes you forget about the fact that others need the light too, that you have to share that spotlight. So for 2025, your good points. Well, of course, my Leos are always good at leadership and creative expression. Not to mention the courage to be visible and be out there and doing the things and getting what you need done. But your challenges for 2025, maybe pride blocking a little bit of feedback. If people gave you constructive criticism, yeah, we're not hearing that. There could have been just the smallest little bit of validation seeking. And don't get me wrong, when we get validation from other people, it does feel really good. It does feel nice. But that's not what we're here to live for. And you may have had, because of that validation seeking, you might have experienced a little bit of burnout from overperformance, trying to overimpress or overdo things. Overall, I think you're on the good list, but you just got to be careful about the ego. That pride, not listening to others, not taking constructive criticism, things like that. I'm guilty of it too. We all do it to a certain degree. None of us are perfect, so I think it's okay, Leo. What you need to work on in 2026, that's going to be your collaborative leadership, working with others and letting others express their ideas and building a plan to work together harmoniously. Remember, humility is a strength. And of course, you are the strength card, Leo. So you have a lot of different strengths, but humility can be one of them. Let others shine and do their thing when, we ought to be able to recognize when somebody else has a great idea and cheer them on, accept that. And if we're working together as a team, make sure that other people have a chance to shine just as much as you. You got to remember that we're creating for the sake of joy. Now, this can be in love, it can be in life, it can be in finance, whatever it is, your job, your career. You want to do things because they fulfill you, because they make you happy, because they bring you joy, not for the accolades or achievements or awards or applause that come with it. You have to remember the strongest kings do not need to hear the roar of applause. They don't. Let's see what the cards have to say for my Leos. What's coming in over 2026? What is happening for my Leos in 2026? We got the Queen of Cups. Oh, I got two there. We got the Sun and the Fool card. Underneath the bottom of the deck, we've got the Hanged Man and the Three of Swords. All right, don't get scared, Leo. Let me walk you through this. Leo, in 2026, I do believe that you're moving ahead. You're standing in your power and you are taking a leap of faith forward. You're taking chances. You're doing new things, but you're also mastering your emotions and probably being a little discerning about who we're giving out our love to. You're accepting the sunshine. You're accepting the fact that, you do have to work with other people and you are moving forward. But those heartbreaks, yeah, the things where we're kind of stuck, stagnant, sitting still, I think you're starting to see that from a different perspective in 2026. It's helping you grow emotionally and you're shining a light. The sun always brings a light to, things that are hidden, but it allows you to move forward. And so there's this great knowing and learning. Some of you may have a brand new love coming in as well, and you might have somebody looking back thinking, damn, I still got all these emotions for Leo, and they're out there at the amusement park, they're running around, they're giving speeches, they're at the circus, They're shining, doing all this stuff, and I'm stuck at, I'm stuck at the camp. Somebody might be seeing an ending of their own actions or the ending of this with a different perspective, Leo. Because there was something where either you felt betrayed or this person did, but I think there's some realizations. It's okay. Either way, I think we're learning the lessons. We're maturing because of it, mastering our emotions and being careful with who we offer those emotions to, our time, our care, our attention, our money, our love, all of that. We have to be careful what it is that we're investing in. And I think that's coming to light and allowing you to move forward. I think you may be the one seeing things from a different perspective. If there was some kind of, betrayal or hurt, you might be processing those emotions and going, all right, well, that sucked, but I learned that lesson and now I can move forward from it. Let's get the advice from the tarot and see what we've got for my Leos. We've got the Knight of Swords, the Two of Wands, the Four of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. Be careful about the choices that you make coming up, Leo. Don't rush into anything without checking all the details. Make sure that you're reading the fine print on stuff. Because you could feel a little drowned or overwhelmed by things by making decisions out of haste. Okay, remember, humility is a strength. If you need help or you don't understand something, ask for it. Do not move at this breakneck speed. However, that being said, we do need to make our choices. We do need to take our chances and go forward. They just need to be educated choices. You know what I mean? It's okay to make a guess. Make it an educated guess. Really know what it is that you got going. You don't want to be swept up under the current. I think you guys are going to do that just fine. We get the King of Pentacles here. That is solid, stable, grounded energy. The King of Pentacles is somebody that really, really, not only do they, you're talking about business leaders, financial well-to-dos, if you will. It could be a boss, it could be an entrepreneur. Some of you might be starting something new. The world, I'm telling you, you're ending a cycle and starting a new one this coming year. And I think it's going to have quite the effect on your stability. Just remember to remain humble. Don't worry about, what other people are thinking. Do things because you love it and get the information that you need to get. Don't go too fast and make a swift decision because you might regret it. You know what I'm saying? We gotta be careful of that, Leo. All right, Leo, let's get you a yes or no question and see what the universe has for you. Think of your question, breathe deeply, concentrate on that question. What do we have for my Leo babies? Knight of Swords, no. So whatever your question is, no. There's somebody moving too fast. This is haste. It's big changes. It can be somebody coming in with news, but it's also somebody moving impulsively that doesn't really think about the consequences of their actions. This might be a little bit of a cautionary tale, Leo. Just be careful what you wish for. I think overall you are on the good list. Again, be careful of pride. That's pushing you right down there. If you're on the good list, you're right there at the divide. You know what I'm saying? And again, you may be doing too much. You may be going a little too fast to try to, get your victories, so to speak. Be careful of the decisions you make in the coming year, Leo. As long as you're doing that, I think you're working with others. Things are shining, and it does look like you're starting a brand new cycle. You could also have somebody kind of lamenting the past a little bit. Either that or it could be you. Whatever that Three of Swords is, somebody is seeing it as they're seeing it from a different view. And this could be you. This could be you looking back and seeing a heartbreak as a lesson, if you will. But the good thing is it allows you to move forward. That is what I have for you, Leo. Oh, I forgot to call out all the signs. Pisces, let's see. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay. Could be dealing with another Leo. We got Cancer here, Aries, and Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. That's what I've got for you, Leo. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to you from all of us here at Mojo Tarot. That would be myself and this big round thing here, Mr. Gumbo. Happy holidays. Again, like, comment, share, subscribe, all those little things. Pretty please, Leo. Leave a Christmas present for me. Thank you so much. Woo, crystals and paint. How are you doing? Precious, cheeky, naughty bubbles. I'm just catching glimpses of what's happening in the chat, and I think maybe I've read something completely out of context. Hello, Renee Tomato, better known as Killer Tomatoes. How are you doing, darling? We got Tammy in the house. Thank you for being here. Merry Christmas to you. Hope everybody is having a fantastic evening. Do. Gumbo is... He picked out earlier on seafood pate, a little bit of catnip. He got one of his little Christmas cat toys, and he's out. He's out like a light. You know, he's got the good stuff, the real catnip, uncut Colombian. You know what I mean? Shh! Don't tell nobody I know a guy. All right. Virgo. Virgo, we're doing your read this evening at 1:07:20. What we got for my Virgo babies? Now, Virgo, what Santa said about this past year, you fixed everything except your sleep schedule. Okay? Gotta take time for a little rest. As always, my Virgos are highly precise, brilliant at problem solving, and their service and reliability to others is absolutely outstanding at 111%. However, Virgo, your challenges this past year have been a little bit of perfectionism, self-criticism, and anxiety through overthinking. However, those things Virgos, I think, are well aware of, and so that puts you very, very high at the top of the good list, because you want things perfect. You know, somehow you overthink things and think that you're not good enough, and you got too many. You gotta. Nobody's perfect, Virgo. Nobody has it completely together. Nobody. So just remember that as we move forward. What you do need to work on in 2026 is accepting when things are good enough. That's right. I said it. Good enough. If Lori Dart Designs is still listening, I know she just cringed. Good enough. What the... you also have to remember to delegate things. You got to trust the process and not control things. You got to allow others to do their part, and you need to accept good enough. A full body cringe it was. Yeah, I kind of thought so. Hello, Auron. How you doing, brother? Merry Christmas to you. Virgo, your lesson for the new year is you got to remember this. Peace is not earned through perfection. Peace is earned through contentment. Now, that might be kind of a double-edged sword for the Virgos there, but again, full body cringe or not, you've got to accept good enough sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into the cards and see what we got for my Virgo babies. What's coming up in 2026? What do we have for Virgo? We got, the Two of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords. And underneath the bottom of the deck, we've got Temperance and the World. All right, Virgo. Well, you have a soulmate coming in. This has been a long time coming. Somebody is slow. Very well could be you, Virgo. Because again, you got to learn to accept good enough. Queen of Swords. You might have your boundaries up a little too high, or you could have an air sign coming in. If you're moving too slow, somebody might have something to say about it. But we do have the World here and Temperance. All things in divine timing. It does look like there's a cycle coming to an end, and many of you might be dealing with someone at a distance. That might be why things are taking time. But with the Queen of Swords there, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, this is somebody who is highly intelligent, well-spoken, speaks their truth, will not accept anything but the truth. And remember, this is a smart lady. Male or female, it does not matter. It's just an energy. The Queen of Swords she's sweet, she's kind, she wants the best for everybody, but she's also not afraid to put that sword down and say what she needs to say. She will listen and talk to everybody. And remember, this is an intelligent person. This is somebody who knows a thing or two about a thing or three or four or five or 671. You know what I mean? This is somebody that has been through life. It may have taken a long time for this to come in, and this person may be at a distance. You may be communicating with this person online somehow, but it does look like you have a true soulmate coming in, Virgo. What is the advice for my Virgo babies? What is the advice for my Virgos? We got the Emperor. We got, the Lovers. We got the Sun. And underneath the bottom of the deck, Knight of Swords. Virgo, you need to remember that things have to grow. You have to boss up and control things on your own, but you have a choice. You want to be right, or do you want to be happy? And it depends on the electricity involved in the full body cringe, I'm sure. You do have a choice here. Some of you could be dealing with an Aries. You might have a Gemini or a Leo in the mix. But I think this is the year. You do have someone coming in. The divine timing, I think things are going to speed up, especially with that Knight of Swords there. Be careful of juggling. Don't do that. And be careful of being too busy, Virgo. If you want a relationship to come in, you got to boss up. Again, you got to figure out when something is not good enough, set it down, and then get out there and go on the date. Don't toy with me, Hermit. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Sometimes you just got to say, yep, that's good enough. Now that I've mastered that, I'm going to make the choice. I'm going to go find my sunshine and my happiness, and I'm going to get out there, because it seems like, you're tending to every single blade of grass. Lori Dark Designs, don't play. I know a few other Virgos that are like this too. It's okay. I mean, it's in your nature to do that, and it's just a matter of getting out of your comfort zone. Now, all of these things considered, I think you are well high at the top of Santa's good list this year, being that your naughty points are all about yourself. It's not like you're mistreating anyone. You're trying to be the absolute most perfect version of yourself. There is nothing wrong with that kind of attitude, except sometimes you got to let it go and you got to take care of yourself. Some of you are going to boss up on this. You may have a lover at a distance, and there's going to be a little bit of sunshine. You'll see that little video out there on Instagram. Hey, I just wanted to give you a little bit of my sunshine. Well, here it comes. Somebody's coming in quick with a little bit of their sunshine. Make sure you make time for it, Virgo. Okay? Don't be sitting at the work desk until 9:30 at night, not being able to go out with someone because, well, it's got to be, you know, the TPS reports and the Even Santa said it's too much. You're doing too much. Virgo, think of a yes or no question. What do we have for my Virgo babies? Think of a question, yes or no. What have we got for my precious Virgos? Five of Wands, that is conflict. No, that's not bad conflict. We got Leo energy here. This is more like mental conflict. It's, you know, fighting amongst, it can also be like fighting amongst siblings or co-workers or so. These don't hate each other. They just disagree about the direction that they're going. Whatever kind of conflict, this might be you fighting yourself because you're having the full body cringe over the details that aren't absolutely perfect. So for right now, it's a no. I get the feeling it'll change. You'll boss up. You'll handle it. You'll get there, Virgo. Some of my Virgos just need to hit the gas. You could be dealing with a Leo. Let's see. We've got Aries here. Gemini, of course, with the lovers. Leo again with the sun. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, air sign strong. You got Sagittarius here, and of course, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius with that world card. Virgo, thank you so much for being here. I do greatly appreciate it. Merry Christmas and happy holidays from all of us here to you and yours. I hope it's a fantastic holiday. Get ready. The new year is going to be amazing, and I guarantee you, for all of us mutable signs, the energy's going to lighten up. You watch. Mark my words. For the first month and a half, 2 months of 2026, you're going to be feeling a lot better. You really, really are. Beautiful Virgos. I do greatly appreciate it. Hit the like button, comment, share, subscribe. You know the routine. Hit the hype button. All the little, if there's a button, do the thing. You know, take a jingle the like button. I saw that earlier. Thank you so much. I think that was Miss Tess. Thank you, darling. I appreciate you. Is Miss Tess going to Hawaii? Miss Tess, you stop and pick me up. Okay? Okay. Thanks. Love you, mean it. All right. Libra. You know what? Before I do Libra, I'm gonna take a quick little break. My little midnight coffee is kind of running through me, so I'm gonna take a quick little break. I'm gonna run to the tarot readers room. I'm gonna check on the elves. Yeah, bring it on, Tess. I am ready for it. Let's go. I want to go surf somewhere where you actually have to wear a helmet. Although, honestly, I'll probably be on the south shore, not the north one. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's go. Let's go. All right. Y'all bear with me just a moment. I'll be right back. I'm going to take a quick little intermission, and I'll be right back after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, larvae of all stages, this is not a test. All systems are go. Commence launch sequence on my command. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition.
Boys, you're about to see something you ain't gonna believe. Boys, you're about to see something you ain't gonna believe. Secretary in Hollywood was down at the corner drugstore having a coke when a well-dressed man came in and made the following proposition. Boys, you're about to see something you ain't gonna believe. Secretary in Hollywood was down at the corner drugstore having a coke. A well-dressed man came in and made the following proposition. Boys, you're about to see something you ain't gonna believe. Boys, you're about to see something you ain't gonna.
Alrighty then, we are back. Hi everybody, how are you doing? Y'all check out my boy Goodman here. Goodman's Meditation Sleep Channel. He also has Goodman's Mixes with all your favorite hits and tunes, and he's got some lovely stuff. And he's growing these channels like weeds, honestly. I mean, he's doing a fantastic job. Y'all be sure and check out his channels and show my friends some love. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all the things. Okay, do the things for our boy Goody Bear. He does a lot for the tarot community. Everybody loves you, Goodman. Thank you so much, and Merry Christmas to you, my brother. All right. So let's dive back into this and see what we got for my Libras. The little scaly scales of justice. Libra, we are going to be doing your read this evening at 1:24:15. This is supposed to be quick. All right, Libra. Santa Claus has passed down the judgment. Naughty or nice for you? Well, here's the thing, Libra. You're the one that's right there on the cusp, and here's why. You kept the peace. You did. You did good. And I think you do fall on the side of the good list. But you avoided it for your own truth. Now, you were very diplomatic and fair, as you always are. I mean, those little scaly scales come up. you know, just for that reason. You have the ability to see other sides. I mean, you're an air sign, very creative and sweet, but you do have the tendency to forget about your own truth in the situation. You're there for you. It's easy for you to sit and be the judge of other things, but when it comes to you, that's where you're lacking a little bit. There needs to be some relationship awareness, which I mean you're good at. You can watch, but you do see all sides and you do judge fairly. But at the same time, it's forgetting about that pivot point, which of course is you, Libra. Um, in 2025, your challenges, indecision, people pleasing, avoidance of confrontation. Sometimes you got to get in there, you got to mix it up a little. You know what I'm saying? If there's something going on, I mean, sure, you're trying to be fair to everybody, but you're forgetting about your side of it. And in some cases, it can make for unfair decisions because you're avoiding that part that's you, and you're avoiding that part for certain other folks too. You're avoiding confrontation because of it. Can't walk through life like that, Libra. You can't. It can, you know, we not only do we have to accept accountability for our own stuff and our own needs and our own missteps, but you got to be careful of the indecision and the people pleasing, especially when it comes to sidestepping confrontation. Nobody likes negative energy. Nobody wants to get into fights or arguments, but you do have to stand your ground. After all, you are the kings and queens of swords. You know what I'm saying? So what you need to work on in 2026 is making clear choices, having open, honest communication, and you need to work on that self-definition outside of your relationships, be they platonic or romantic. You know, you got to remember that balance includes choosing yourself, not just teeter-tottering everybody else's around you. You're included in that too, Libra, and so you have to choose yourself sometimes, even if it, you know, causes a fight or irritates people. And you know, the thing is, when you avoid that, you kind of lead people astray. Not only, it's not so much for uh, how can I put this? It's not so much for validation from others as it is just avoiding uncomfortable things. Sometimes we have to, you know, sometimes we have to, sometimes you got to piss people off. Sometimes you got to say no. Sometimes you got to think about that person in the mirror. Let's get another cards and see what we've got for my Libra gang. What is happening for my Libras? We got the Four of Pentacles, the Star, Justice. There we go. There you are. And ooh, the Ace of Cups. We got Libra. What am I? Okay, Libra. There we go. I'm tired, y'all. Listen, this elf has been on it too. I think a lot of you are saving up. You might be holding back from things, but you are about to get your justice. If somebody was holding back from you, your wish fulfillment, if you were holding back from that, I don't think you're doing it anymore. You're getting your justice and standing in your power. You get the Ace of Cups here and the Five of Wands. There you go. You're getting into the mix. And why are we doing this? Because you're filling your own cup. You're standing there going, I deserve to. And I'm going to fight for it if I need to. You know, I don't mind telling, you know, somebody about themselves. I think you're realizing that you've been holding back from your dreams and wishes. Some of you could be saving money. Some of you could have a connection coming in that you're ready to fight for. You might have people around you, you know, kind of criticizing you, whatever. But I think this is the year that you truly, you know, define your power, Libra. I mean, that's your card. And I think you're finally getting yours. But it's all because you're willing to fight for it, and you're willing to fill your own cup as well as everybody else's. You're willing to make it fair for everybody, including yourself. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. What is the advice for my Libra gang? Hello, Bree Prince. I hope I'm saying that right. Bree Prince. Hey, Merry Christmas. What do we got for Libra? Ace of Wands. The Sun. Queen of Pentacles. And we got the Empress underneath the bottom of the deck. Woo, Queen of Cups. I think you're starting to make rational decisions. You're leveling up, and you're doing this from a very solid, stable, grounded base. There is a brand new, passionate beginning here. Something you've been holding back. Yeah, we're not holding back anymore, Libra. Get after it. It's, you know, that wish. Yeah, it's time to be happy. It's time for wish fulfillment. If there's healing needs to be done, needs to be brought to the light. You need to stand in your power. Justice, Libra. We have the Queen of Pentacles. This is very solid, stable, grounded energy. Basically, if you want it, you're going to have to level up, and you're going to have to fight for it. But I think my Libras are going to do just that. They're going to consider themselves in situations, and you're not going to be afraid of any kind of confrontations. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to be mean. You do need to be, you know, emotionally aware and emotionally intelligent. But at the same time, with that Queen of Cups there, you're reserved about who you're showing your love to, your care. Yeah, Queen of Swords. There you are, putting up your boundaries. Nice, Libra. I think 2026 is going to be the year that you really shine, stand, and take back your power. So let's get you a yes or no question and see what we have for my Libra gang. Yes or no? What do we got, universe? That is the Five of Swords, defeat. That is a no. And it's just a no for right now, because you have to surrender to these ideals that you belong in the mix too. I think this is a no for right now with, you know, sword energy, simply because you're still holding back. But I think in 2026, yeah, when you start showing yourself the love, it's going to flip around to a yes, because you are still looking back. You're holding back from situations where you're kind of, you know, you're kind of dimming your light because, you know, of other people. Don't do that. I think you're going to get there, though. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. We've got Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Aquarius is strong here. So we've Leo, Virgo. Could be dealing with another Libra. We've got Taurus, Cancer, and Virgo, and Libra in there. That is truly your power, Libra. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You could be dealing with anybody this coming year, but it does look good. It's like you're finally standing up for yourself, and therefore the universe is like, yep, we've been waiting on you to stand in your power and choose yourself, Libra. The moment you do, here comes all the happy rays of sunshine. There you go, Libra. That's what I've got for you. Hit that like button for me. Comment, share, subscribe. Show your boy a little love and a little bit of Christmas cheer and holiday magic, if you will. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all little things, you know, hype, da-da-da-da-da-da. Libra, have a fantastic Christmas, a happy holiday wherever you are in the world. I'm sending you tons of love. Thank you so much. All right. Do I need to bring a kilt? I'll do it. Hey, listen, if y'all are stopping to pick me up, I will make sure that I have kilt with. I will. I've been working hard on it. I'm working out. I've been eating right. Been doing all the little squats, getting all ab sexy. I got the moisturizer on. Big Daddy Mojo is ready. Y'all come get me, and I'll grab the kilt along with a couple of various other outfits, maybe a little bail money, memorize the lawyer's number. Boom, it's on. Kilt time for hiking. Okay, I got hiking boots. Let's go. Scorpio. Hello, Miss Juliet. How are you doing, darling? And exact Merry Christmas to you. Hope everybody's doing well out there. Scorpio, we are doing your read this evening at 1:35:55. Naughty or nice, Scorpio? What do we got? Let's see what Santa has to say for you. Now, this past year, Scorpio, you had some very, very intense growth and very, very intense lessons. Now, you're really good at emotional depth, and you've been good at that over 2025. You've shown your resilience and your ability to adapt and change and transform a situation, working through different, emotional paths. And you've hung in there. You've been going through it. You've had a lot. But in 2025, you also had some issues with, little maybe holding grudges, possibly a little bit of control issues, and emotional secrecy. You know what I mean? You sometimes you might overshare, sometimes you might not share enough. It's like we're trying to find the balance of things, but you got to learn to kind of go hands-on. You got to remember other people have free will, so you got to let go of that control. And as Scorpios are prone to do, Scorpios can be a little petty, a little bit, and you can hold grudges. When somebody gets that stinger to popping, and it doesn't let up immediately. You're kind of hanging on to it. So you got to be careful of that. Overall, I think you are on the good list, but you got to be careful with those control issues and the grudges. Okay, that can get rough. In 2026, what you need to work on: trust, vulnerability without armor. You gotta put the stinger down, Scorpio. Just trust, talk, and release the need to dominate the outcome. Release the need to control everything. Just go with the flow. The universe is not going to take something away that's yours, that's meant for you. It's not going to happen. You are going to get, your power, your happiness, your prizes. It's on its way. You have to be in that feeling of gratitude and happiness, and release the expectations of things. You remember, true power does not need leverage. Okay, would you rather be a king or a queen that rules with fear or love? Scorpio. I'm not judging. I love you regardless. A couple of you might find little lumps of coal. That's all I'm saying. You're going to get gifts too, but you're one of those signs that gets just a little bit. Now, Geminis and Scorpios are probably two of the most misunderstood and, stereotype signs out there. So I get it. Things seem a little unfair in your face, against you at times. I get it full well. I really do, Scorp. But just remember, if you're going to rule with love, not fear. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into the cards and see what we've got for my Scorps. Hello, Miss April. How are you doing, darling? Merry Christmas to you. Happy holidays. Hope you're doing well, beautiful. Let's see what the cards have to say for my Scorps. What can they expect in 2026? What do we got for them, universe? We get the Page of Wands, the 8 of Pentacles, the 3 of Wands. We have Temperance and the Hermit. Scorpio, I think in 2026 you're learning to play more. You're working on it. You know, you're learning to have patience and understand that it's just part of the process. I think it takes a little bit of inner work. It takes a little bit of self-work with that Hermit there. You know, a little bit of shadow work stuff. It can suck a little bit, but you're learning to be patient and you're learning to have fun along the way while you work on things and wait for your ships to come in. We have to look at ourselves. You know, again, controlling the outcome can also be a little anger or resentment about the timing of things. But we have to balance ourselves out. We have to get that under control and learn to have fun as we go. You know, you got to remember this is about patience. It's about looking at oneself. You know, it's about releasing the need to control things. That's what we need to work on. You got to have fun. You got to be light, playful. You know what I'm saying? Release those expectations, and things will balance out. They will. It might take a little divine timing. So I think in 2026, you're going to be working on your patience. You're going to be working on balancing out those emotions and any kind of control issues that are coming up. So let's see. What's the advice for my Scorpios? Uh-oh. Well, precious, bubblicious T Rose, thank you so much, darling. Merry Christmas. I really appreciate you. You have a fantastic holiday, darling. I really do. I appreciate all your love, your support, and your kindness, dear. What is the advice for my Scorp? We've got the King of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Sun. Wow. The High Priestess, and the Nine of Pentacles. You just got to be open with it, Scorpio. I mean, you have to realize that heart, just like the Grinch's heart, needs to grow 3 sizes. You need to face the truth on this. We got to release control, release the grudges, just be open and let it flow, baby. Let the love flow, let the emotions flow, and I know you got them. High Priestess, your intuition is going to be on point. You could have somebody coming towards you who's highly spiritual. Some of you could have someone at a distance. See this, you might go on a trip, like a fun trip during the summertime with someone. So you may have a new love interest coming in, Scorpio. Some of you may have learned to relax around somebody and start to open up. This would be somebody spiritual, somebody single, looking good, feeling good, smelling good, all of the things. We get the Page of Cups here. Now that can be an apology, but it can also be something that you're starting out. If you've been holding back from things, you might be, the universe might be telling you to open up about your emotions for someone. Whatever's been hiding, whatever secrets you've been keeping. Remember? The emotional secrecy. Been hiding your feelings for someone, Scorpio? Have you? It's okay to trust. It's okay to be open and vulnerable. Look, if you tell them and they say, no, I don't like you at all, they're not going to take away your birthday. You just know, oh, okay, well, you know, all you can do is lead a horse to water. Scorpios can do it very seductively and lovingly as well. But it's up to the horse as to whether or not they're thirsty. But I do think that this year you're going to be opening up. You're going to be single, looking good, feeling good, smelling good. Some of you may, like I said, some of you may have feelings for someone that you're opening up. For others of you, this might just be about opening up altogether. I think you're learning to have fun working on things. You're learning patience. You're learning to go within, and you're balancing yourself out. Realizing this truth is allowing you to fill your own cup and get happy. It's like you're filling your own cup, and all of a sudden your aura just does this little glow thing. And you know, some of you might even be keeping your own secrets. Again, I think you're going to be looking good, feeling good, smelling good, having money in the bank. I think your intuition is right on point. It's just a matter of releasing the control, you know, releasing any personal resentment, cleaning that space out around that heart. Give it a little room to grow and get bigger. You know what I mean, Scorpio? So for some of you, you might be expressing your emotions to someone that you've been hiding your emotions for. You're learning to play and have fun. And, you know, it's not a matter of being all super deep and serious. Just, hey, let's go, you know, let's go to a park. Let's, you know, run over to Atlanta, go to Six Flags or the Six Flags over Texas, whichever. But it's like you're just opening it up to fun. You're working on things while you're waiting on your ships to come in, and I think they are indeed coming in because you put in the work, Scorpio. It's just a matter of going within yourself, balancing things out, and making sure that your cup is filled. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes you look good, all by your little lonesome. And when you love yourself and you care for yourself and you can have fun and play and you know your path and it's all balanced out, you look absolutely magnetic. You could have a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or a Leo helping you with this. We also have Pisces, Virgo. Yeah, Virgo's strong with the Hermit and the Nine of Pentacles and Sagittarius. So there you go. Let's get you a yes or no question and see what we got for my Scorps. Think of your question. Breathe deeply. What do we got for my Scorpios? 3 of Cups. Cancerian energy. That is a yes. Party, celebration, fun. For some of you, it's friends. For some of you, it could be a reconciliation of some kind. Not all of you. But whatever your question is, that is a very celebratory yes. Reunion, celebrations, parties, socializing, gatherings. It's a very, again, celebratory yes. You could be dealing with a Cancer. We got air signs, Leo, water signs, Virgo. You got everybody in there. Sagittarius. You can have any of those signs in your chart or somebody else could have them in theirs. Scorpio, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to you. Thank you so much for your love, your kindness, your support. Thank you for your likes, comments, shares, subscribe. Let me know what you're getting for Christmas. Tell me what you're finding in your stocking, Scorpio. Have a wonderful holiday. I do greatly appreciate it, Scorpio. All right. Christmas bonus is bigger than expected. Wow, nice. Get it, cuz? Feel that bank. You are very welcome, Miss Susie. I appreciate you, Dawn. All right, move this along to Sagittarius. My Saggy babies, we're doing your read this evening at 1:49:39. What do we got for the Saggies now? Sagittarius, Santa Claus said that this past year you were going for it. Your adventurous spirit was out there. Your you know you were just ready to go. I mean, Sagittarians are fiery. They're out there. The problem is you seem to lack any kind of direction. Now, having said that, your optimism through the roof, your ability to expand and grow, absolutely wonderful, and your willingness to take risks. You know, Sagittarius, they're out there. They just go for it. But yeah, a little bit of a issue with commitment on things. Probably overpromising things and escaping responsibility a little bit. Yeah, those are the kind of things that can get you on the naughty list. These are the things that Santa weighed out, figure out which side of the list you're on. It's 50-50 for you, Sagittarius. Don't get me wrong. I think a good bit of you are on the good list, but the commitment thing, kind of shying away from that or over-promising, I think a lot of you you're committed to yourself and strong, but when it comes to working with others and going in the direction and then staying the course of it. So in 2026, what do we need to work on? Well, first off, our focus. Where are we putting our attention, our time, our efforts, and holding that accountability once we decide on a way to go? I don't care if it's in work, relationships, whatever. You got to be able to take that accountability. And you also have to be able to turn all of the wisdom that you've gained over the years into an actual applicable set of, rules, if you will. You got to take the lessons that you've learned and apply them as you move forward. Remember, freedom grows when purpose is anchoring it. So as you go off, you have to have that purpose in mind. And as you're working on that purpose, once you learn the rules, you learn them so well that you can bend them and you're free to do whatever it is that you want. But you have to have that purpose. You have to have that commitment. You have to have drive enough to do that and do it responsibly without over promising things to people. It can be a little, applying lessons that we've learned is just part of the process, and it can be a little dicey. It can be a little confusing. Let's see what the cards have to say about what's coming in for 2026, the blessings that this Christmas is bringing, and the new year. What is going to be happening for my Saggy babies, my beautiful, beautiful Sagittarians? What do we have for Sagittarius? One flipping out there. We got the Queen of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, Two of Wands. We got Justice, and the Eight of Pentacles. All right, Saggy. Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. This is a very grounded, nurturing energy, capable of making head over heart decisions, but very, very confident. Okay. And with that Four of Swords there, it tells me that you have to be confident about the breaks that you take. You have to be confident about your decisions. And it may be that this coming year, in order to make those decisions confidently, we might need to sit down for a minute, really factor in everything, really read the fine print, dot the I's, cross the T's. Just, if you want to be confident, you remember that feeling in school when you did all your homework, or you paid that kid in your biology class to do all the homework and you had it and you knew it was done. Bad JoJo. Talk about my history. When you walk in and you've actually done the rest, you've actually done the work, and you've sat back, you've contemplated on it, you know which direction you're going, and you're making decisions from that place, that's how we're going to be getting our justice, is doing this work. Now, some of you could have again, one of the things you had to work on for 2025 was commitment. And so some of you might need to make a decision about somebody. It's going to be a friend, it could be a boss, it could be a job. But I think you're going to have to make a decision to figure out which way to go and really commit and stick to it. When you do that and put that work in, is when you're getting your justice. You could be dealing with a Virgo. We have air here, Libra, Gemini. But making that decision from a balanced place. That's what the Two of Wands is about. It's deciding what chips you want to come in. You can make that decision more confidently if you've really thought about it. You've really sat on the couch and thought, okay, what is it that I want? Let's sit down and make the list and really understand what the desires are. When you do that and make the decision, put in that work, it works every single time. So let's see if we can get some advice for my Saggy babies. What's the advice for Sagittarius? We got the Five of Wands. Ooh, the King of Swords. Judgment. The Wheel of Fortune. And ooh. Saggy, if you want it and you know it, you're going to have to fight for it. You're going to have to speak your truth. Make that decision. Even if you have to get cold and cutting with some people. You know, even if you have to go with the, I said what I said. Some of you, this is about a relationship. Saggy, when I get my invitation to the wedding, let me just go ahead and state that I'll have the chocolate cake and I want the steak, not the fish. Okay? I love fish, but I already eat enough fish. I want the steak. Let me know what the color scheme is there too. I like to match. Because usually it's all black and silver. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all are just going to have to state it. You're going to have to make the decision to balance things out, work on it. Some of you, it could be a job. It could be a person. It could be a love interest. Whatever this is, it does appear that as you make the decision, the wheels start spinning in your favor. But it takes you bossing up and making that decision. And that higher level of commitment is coming from it. It puts you in a very grounded, solid, stable place. It really, really does. But you've got to get clear about it. So take a minute, sit back, understand which way you're going. Because for some of y'all, you got a big daddy or a big mama coming in. And you need to be very clear about this and make the decision to work on it. Because I think some of you may believe that, I don't know. Some of you have had some of you just didn't know what you want. You're going in too many directions. Again, you've got, Sagittarians are very very adventurous, very straightforward. But it's like firing a cannon that you can't answer or can't aim. You know what I mean? Um, there's a big difference between putting a bunch of gunpowder in a cannon and then putting the cannonball in, and then you light it and then it goes off and it fires down the tube in a certain direction, versus taking a bunch of gunpowder and putting it on the ground and putting the cannonball on top and just lighting it. That you don't know which way that ball's gonna. It might even not even go anywhere. It might just burn all around it and fizzle out. You know what I'm saying? So there's a need to get balance. There's a need to really consider the choices that you have to make. And for some of you, I think you know what you want to fight for, and you're getting very clear and true on it. You're bossing up, taking control, and you are spinning that wheel in your favor because of your balanced and stable decisions. You took the time to rest, speak your truth, understand your truth. You fought for this. You worked for it. You wanted your justice. You've earned it. And making that decision clearly is what the universe was waiting on. And so the Wheel of Fortune spins in your favor. All right, Saji, let's get you a yes or no question and see what the universe has for you. Yes or no for my Saji babies. Six of Pentacles. Some of y'all, it could be a raise, could be about a job. You may be wondering if a relationship is reciprocal, and it definitely is. This is a yes. It's Taurus energy. You could be dealing with a Taurus. Whatever your question is, very, very generous and equal. Yes. Again, you could be dealing with a Taurus. We got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, strong Virgo, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Libra, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius here, Aries, Taurus again, Libra again. You'll know. You'll know. You can have any of those signs in your chart, or the other person can have them in theirs. Sagittarius, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to you. If you will, hit that like button for me, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you got for Christmas. Let me know what kind of reads you want to see. Let me know how your holidays are. Please be safe, and everybody have a joyous holiday out there. All right, move this party along to my Cappy babies, my late night Christmas Eve Capricorn parents, elves, brothers, sisters, all of you. What is going on up there? Hello, Gemini glitters. Welcome in, welcome in. Let's see what we've got for the Cappy baby. 20250 for the birthday babies. Capricorn, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, dear Capricorn, happy birthday to you. Just know that I'm one of those people that would actually get you a birthday present and a Christmas present. Not a birthday / Christmas present. I hate that. I've always hated that for Sagittarians and Capricorns. I don't know why it irks me so, but it does. Cappy, naughty or nice, what does Santa have to say about my Capricorns? With this work year 2025, you being the workhorses, you definitely carried the load, Capricorn. But you got to remember, happiness is not a destination. It is a means of travel. And so as you carried the load, as you did the work, you forgot to enjoy the view. Now, in 2025, your good points were you're very disciplined. You're looking at your long-term plans. You've got authority and maturity. You really took control of things and stepped up a good bit. But there were a couple of challenges in there, too. Maybe like suppressing your emotions, not paying attention to those that you loved, possibly even pushing love off to the side altogether. Some of you, Miss Lisa, I'm looking dead squaw at you. Workaholism. You workaholics. Very, very rigid. Very stubborn. Working too much. Working 891 jobs. Like Miss Lisa in chat there. And by doing this, you are suppressing your emotions. Some of y'all have people that you absolutely love and care about, but you just hell bent on just work. That kind of rigidity and stubbornness, yes, and it's not. It's not good, because not only are you suppressing your own emotions, you, by doing that, are denying the emotions of others, and being that kind of rigid can really hurt people as well as hurt you. Okay, Capricorn, you deserve love too. You have to remember that. So in 2026, what you can work on is emotional openness and making sure that you have a good work-life balance. You know, you have to work sometimes, and then you have to live and love and care and laugh and play. That goes along in there too. Remember, you got to keep a balance. Balance, Capricorn. Lisa. Mind on my money and my money. Yeah, but you got to, if you're going to have your mind on your money and your money on your mind, you also have to have time for sipping on gin and juice, laid back. With my mind on my money. See? You got to have the gin and juice and the laid back part in there too. Don't argue with me. All right, I'm going to come over there. Young lady, do not. It's Christmas Eve. Be nice. Gin and juice. Sit down. You got to work on that emotional openness. You got to work on that work-life balance. And you have to redefine success beyond productivity or having and materialism. Okay? Success comes in many different ways. And you need to remember, you are valuable even when you're resting, even when you're having the gin and juice. People want to be around you. People love you. People care for you. You got to make time for that. Make time for the gin and juice, Cappy. Make time for the gin and juice. You're working now. It's Christmas Eve. Okay. Well, then maybe on Christmas Day, have some of that flammable eggnog. Or, you know what I'm talking about, Lisa. Don't get sassy. Don't get sassy. Let's go to the cards. Sorry, Capricorn. I'm fussing with the Capricorn in chat. Who I'm telling you, the lady's got 12 jobs. This perfectly fits in with her. KTF7, thank you so much, darling. I appreciate that. God love you. Gubbo and I do greatly appreciate all the love and the kindness. You know, I'll come back and respond to that in just a moment. But thank you so much. So, Capricorn, remember, you are valuable even when you're not working. You have to enjoy the view. You have to live, laugh, love, work, play, have fun. There really does need to be a balance. And I think, you know, this coming year is going to be about learning those lessons, learning that emotional openness, having that relationship, spending time enjoying the fruits of your labor, not just, you know, growing the tree. So let's see what's going to be happening for Capricorn in 2026. We have the Page of Cups, 8 of Wands, Justice, 10 of Pentacles, 10 Pentacles, Capricorn, Ace of Wands. Oh my. You are balancing things out. You are taking that trip. You are sending that love letter or your apology for some of you. Some of you might even be getting it. But there's emotion here and we're acting on it. The 8 of Wands is action. It's, you know, communication. It's going after, it's bringing justice to a situation. Some of you are very, very passionate about this. There's a brand new passionate beginning. Ten of Pentacles. It's all the pentacles, Capricorn. All of them. This is family. Again, house, white picket fence, 2.4 kids, 2 cars in the garage, cat, goldfish, dog, everything. Just dun 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 dun. Some of you might be starting a family. Some of you have denied your emotions for someone and you're bringing justice to that situation, or somebody's brought justice to you about something. There could be apologies here with this Page of Cups, whether from you, to you. You leave it in the comments. Let me know, Captain. But I think we're acknowledging our passions, we're acknowledging our emotions, and we're working towards our Ten of Pentacles. You're getting your justice. Yes, you've worked hard. Now you need to, again, you get your mind on your money and your money on your mind. Now it's time to lay back. Now it's time for the gin and juice. Some of y'all are going to need a towel. Get some advice for Capricorn. We've got the Two of Cups, the Star, the Ace of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. You missed it, didn't you? You missed the gin and juice. You missed the laid back part. There's love here. There's wish fulfillment and healing and a brand new opportunity, whether it's somebody new or somebody from the past. I don't care. Some of you could be apologizing to a soulmate. Maybe you were too concentrated on something, but there is a strong soulmate energy here. There's healing and wish fulfillment. There's also justice and a brand new opportunity. With that justice card popping out there, this tells me, especially with the Page of Cups and the Star card here, this tells me that at some point in time, there may have been some kind of injustice. Your advice is to really pay attention to what you invested in. Some of you there might be a little sadness or remorse or regret. You may have been overthinking something that happened. Five of Pentacles. Either somebody left you out in the cold or you left them out in the cold. And you're waiting on your ships to come in. Express your love. Express your wishes. Speak, Capricorn. Or Crosswatcher. I don't care. Somebody needs to speak up. Because there's a new opportunity here. There's emotion. There's passion. Not to mention all of the money. All of it. Somebody is regretting a decision. They're regretting something, either leaving someone out in the cold or being left out in the cold. And we're looking towards the future with that Three of Wands there. That's beautiful, Capricorn. That really, really is, because it seems like 2026 is the year to really, you get your mind on your money and your money on your mind. Yeah, got it. You're the workhorses. Okay. Now it's time for the laid back. Now it's time for the gin and juice. Now it's time for the giggity and the love and the little snuggle bunnies getting all together. And now it's time for the strong, solid pentacle. And remember, that pentacle could be all four aces rolled into one. The Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, giggity, and the Ace of Pentacles. There's wish fulfillment here, Cappy. I think this is the year that you go get that gin and juice. You get the happy. You get the good. You get justice. Because you're going back and you remember what made you feel left out in the cold. You remember how you left that person out in the cold or whatever. We're changing that dynamic. We're healing it. We're getting a soulmate. We're getting a boo thing. Whether it's somebody brand new or somebody from the past, I don't care. Leave it in the comments and let me know there. That's beautiful, Capricorn. It looks like you have a beautiful birthday present coming in. Happy birthday. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. Beautiful. Let's get you a yes or no question and see what we've got for my Cappy babies. Yes or no? What do we have for Capricorn? Yes. Ace of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. New ideas, new plans, intellectual ability. There could be some truth or clarity around a situation, but this is a very powerful yes. Somebody is delivering the news. Whatever your question is, yes. You got strong air sign there, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Let's see, we've got Aquarius here in the star card. You got Libra in that Justice card, Ace of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We also have Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius here with that Ace of Wands. Not to mention Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn again. I would say this is probably more a Taurus and Capricorn energy. Just what I feel off of it. Capricorn, again, happy birthday to you. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, happy New Year. Thank you so much for being here. I do greatly appreciate it. Do remember to hit that like button for me, comment, share, and subscribe. Let me know how that resonated with you, and have a wonderful holiday. All right, folks, we're almost done. And let me go back. Wow, Miss Lisa, I didn't even see yours. When the hell did you do that, Miss Lisa? Thank you so much, darling. I appreciate that. Beautiful, beautiful super chat. How sweet of you. I didn't even see you put that in there. Why am I not seeing? Holy hell. Well, I can't even see it on here. Hey, there we go. Miss Lisa, thank you so much, darling. I really do greatly appreciate all of your love, support. Merry Christmas to you. Thank you so much for that. And KTF7, God love you, darling. Thank you. Thank you all so much. Gumbo and I really do appreciate it. It helps me grow the channel. And I'm truly, truly grateful for all of you. All of my mods, members, and supporters. You guys mean the world to me. So, Miss Lisa and KTF, thank you so much. Again, I appreciate you very, very much. I wish I could go back and heart it, but it won't let me. This thing is, there it is. I can heart it. There we go. Again, thank you all both so very much. I appreciate you. Oh, I see why the chat wasn't moving. Wow. But thank you so very much. All right. Aquarius. Where my aqua babies at, Aquarius. We're doing your read on this Christmas at 2/18/08. Aqua babies. This is what Santa had to say about you, naughty or nice. Santa says, you definitely had the vision. As you're known for, Aquarius, visionary ideas, breaking the rules, breaking the, breaking the stereotype, just getting out there and going for it. But a little bit of grounding required. So in 2025, you definitely had plenty of innovation and objectivity. You're worried about your family, your neighbors, your friends, your community and everything. You guys are amazing at that. And so you really were out there, progressing forward. You literally move mankind forward. And you got the vision. You had the objectives in mind of where you want to go, and they're good ideas. I mean, you're really leading the forefront of where it is. You're guiding humanity forward in a beautiful, beautiful way, Aquarius. You really, really are. However, you did have a couple of challenges over 2025. There might be, because of that, you're forward thinking, you might be a little emotionally detached from situations, and you might lack a sense of direction about things. Some of you are so out there with your visions that you're like a rebel without a cause, for lack of a better term for it, just without direction whatsoever. And you might be a little bit inconsistent with things. It's wonderful to have these ideals and these forward progressive um, powerhouse movements. I think 2025 was a big year of change for my Aquarius babies. You guys, you know, you you've been through a lot, and pushing forward, I think that it's going to require you to get just maybe a little bit more heart centered. There needs to be, a little bit more emotional presence. There needs to be a little bit more practical implementation of your plans and your goals, with your love life, your job. You gotta, bring it in just a little bit. You gotta, make sure that you're living in reality when you're going after things. Remember, uh, you've got to connect your heart to your intellect, and I think in 2026, you're going to be doing that. You're getting a little more grounded, a little more stable, and you're bringing a little bit more emotion into the game of what it is that you're working on and how you're progressing forward. Remember, Aquarius, change sticks when people feel that you really care. When you put your heart into something, people can tell, and they're much more inclined to get on board when they can see that you're not just all over the place, that you're really centered and focused. I myself am an Aquarius moon, so I identify with this a lot. It really, speaks to me. It speaks to me in the way that the universe does, which says, "Boy, learn the damn lesson," and you know, yeah, sometimes it does it that way too. Let's see what the cards have for you, Aquarius. Hello, Miss Melly. How are you doing, darling? Happy holidays and Merry Christmas to you. Thank you for being here. It's good to see you. What do we got for my aqua babies? Tell me about 2026, the blessings coming up. What do we have for Aquarius? Six of Swords. All right. Six of Wands, Four of Pentacles. We have Justice and the Five of Swords. Again, I think 2025 was a very tumultuous year. Probably been a tumultuous couple of years. But you're moving past that. You're starting to glow up. You're getting more grounded, stable. You're being more practical, holding back from things. You're not just going off half cocked. No. You're not doing anything half-assed. You're doing things whole-assed. You know what I mean? And you're doing it from a grounded base. You're getting a lot of attention. You're moving on from something that really it clipped your wings in a big way, didn't it, Aquarius? Five of Swords is, resentment and holding on to the past, looking back at things. But you're getting your justice here. Libra energy. I think you're moving on from some situation that was quite unjust. It may have, some of you, it may have financially knocked you off your kilter. It may have, kind of made you a little unstable. Something powerful happened here, but you're getting your victory. You're getting your justice, Aquarius. I mean, this could have been a relationship. It could have been love. It could have been, a job. It could have been a family situation. Something really caused you to there was a pretty severe unjust situation here. Something that really caused you to stop and pause and look back on things. Because you were already moving forward. But I think you've kind of been holding back. Again, some of you, maybe it was a divorce or something like that. And, you know, the other person was the breadwinner or whatever. However it resonates for you. Some of you could have been a job, could have been a relationship. But you are finally getting your justice. You're finally moving forward past all of that. Hello, B Water, C Vivian. How are you doing, darling? Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays. I hope you are well, darling. I'm having a wonderful, wonderful holiday. Let's see, what advice do we have for my aqua babies? Oh, we got two there. We got the Nine of Pentacles. Ooh, the Hermit. We got Death. And the King of Swords underneath the bottom of the deck. There you are, Aquarius. Aquarius, you out there single, looking good, feeling good, smelling good, and it's because you did the work. Hermit. I think a lot of you are still looking at yourselves. I think this hermiting phase is going to be over, though. You're out there speaking your truth. You are going for it, making new collaborations with the Three of Pentacles. Some of you may have new friend groups. Ooh. Six of Cups. Some of you might have somebody coming towards you where you had an ending. Chariot. Somebody might be traveling to you. There's a lot of cards of travel here. I mean, we got this guy on a bicycle. There's an airplane here. You've got the Chariot, Death, Six of Wands. Some of y'all, you may have felt left out in the cold or left behind somehow. But the thing is, you are looking good, feeling good, smelling good, and I think you're looking amazing. But it's because you've done that inner work. You've made that transformation. And you are truly standing in your power. Somebody from your past may be coming to, yeah, there it is, Knight of Cups. Yeah, somebody, if it's not from your past, it could be somebody from your childhood. Some of you could have an old friend that wants to come in and start a business with you as well. But I think that you've got somebody coming back. Whatever that unjust situation was that you're moving on from, I think the fact that you've moved on and you are looking so good is causing somebody a little bit of a head scratch. So here they come, Aquarius. Watch out for this in 2026. I do think you've got new collaborations, new business ventures, new friendships, new friend groups. And I think because you're out there looking that good and getting all that attention because of all the work that you did on yourself, when you had to hold back, when you didn't have anything, after something ended, you're moving forward from that and looking damn good to it. It's like Aquarius, whoever this is, knows that you looked absolutely excellent walking away. They like that rear view. You know what I'm saying? Woo! And some of you may just have an old friend coming back. But I think that you are moving on from something and getting attention, acknowledgement, reward, your justification. You're getting your justice, Aquarius. 2026 is going to bring that in for you. Just remember to work in, put your emotion into things. Lead with your heart, not your mind. Okay? Sorry, I'm looking at the monitor, not the cards. Lead with your heart. Nice. Nice, Aquarius. I myself am, like I said, an Aquarius moon. So, what is the yes or no question for my aqua babies? Thank you for the question. Breathe deeply. What do we got for Aquarius? King of Pentacles. Taurus energy could be Virgo or Capricorn as well. That is a yes all day long. Security, mature, grounded, solid, stable energy. Whatever it is, yes, it is solid. It is stable. It's got some coinage behind it too, baby. Beautiful aqua. Again, you could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, strong Virgo in this with the Nine of Pentacles and the Hermit there. Let's see, Scorpio, could be another Aquarius. What else did we have hiding under here? Libra. And we had Cancer and Pisces energy. That's what I've got for you, Aquarius. Merry Christmas. I think you're on the good list this year. I think you're doing just fine. Just make sure this coming year, as you move forward, make sure that you've got direction, you've got consistency, and you're going after things that emotionally, go after things that you can put your emotion into. Put your heart in it. Never, ever, ever hurts. Thank you so much, Aquarius. Man, I'm tired. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all the things. Merry Christmas, Aquarius. I do greatly, greatly appreciate you. Bee Water, thank you so much, darling. I appreciate that. Super sticker. Does it show the thing? There it is. And FG, thank you so much for your support. I'm not sure who got the membership, but whoever it is, welcome to the Yum Yums. And Miss Vivian, thank you so much, darling. I appreciate you. Merry Christmas to all of you. I'm going to get through this last sign, and then I am going to go have some noms, late night Christmas Eve, enjoy some of the cookies. Santa doesn't come by my house until really, really late, but I do have cookies and homemade protein banana bread just for him. I think he's going to be excited. Really, really, I do. But again, FG and Miss Vivian, thank you all so much. God love you. All right, let's move this forward to last but never least, Pisces, where my fishy friends at. We're doing Pisces this evening at 2:32:45. Pisces, what did Santa have to say about my fishy friends? Pisces, you have a beautiful, beautiful soul, but stronger boundaries are needed at this time. Over this past year, you haven't stood up for yourself enough. You haven't placed those boundaries in there. You have a ton of compassion, creativity, and spiritual insight. These are your good points. These are the characteristics that always stand out about Pisces. They are very loving. They are very creative. They are very sweet and kind. And their intuition is just on fire. I mean, you guys are amazing at this. However, you do face a couple of little challenges, especially in the past year. There may have been a little bit of escapism, absorbing others' emotions and carrying that when it's not really yours to carry, and avoiding reality a little bit. You know, your creativity and your compassion can lead you to be a little bit of a daydreamer. And so when you're not looking at reality and you're not paying attention to, you know, what's what and what's going to happen, and you're simply floating off and into a dream-like creative state, it's nice to be in such a state, but we gotta bring it back to reality. We really, really do. So That might have gotten you a little bit of trouble in 2025. I don't think it was too much, though. I think you're doing okay now. As the tide shifts, remember you are a mutable sign, and you've got Neptune finally leaving your sign after 14 years. Things are going to be getting a lot better. Moving up into February and March, everything is going to lighten up. It really, really is, Pisces. So just hang in there. What you need to work on in 2026 is your grounding. You need to meditate, pray, get outside, put your bare feet on the ground. And you need to establish clear boundaries in certain relationships, be they romantic, platonic, work relationships. You have to remember that turning your dreams into form takes actual planning and actual work. You got to remember, Pisces, magic works best with structure. Okay, there's the magician isn't just up there going, or abracadabra and have it come true. No, the magician has all the tools they need to work on it. So they use those tools to put in the work. That's how we manifest. That's how we create the magic. And so there does need to be that solid, firm, stable base to make things happen on. You know what I'm saying, Pisces? Let's get into the cards and see what gifts are coming for my fishy friends. This is a good shuffle out there. You want to go out for your birthday, Julia? Well, if I were there, hey, you'd already have banana bread, and there'd be plans made. Obviously, JoJo did clear up the chimney. Santa couldn't get in. It's clean. I did what I could. I mean, it's warm enough here. I could leave the door open. Seriously, I've got my windows open right now. It's quite warm in where I live. Much warmer than it should be. All right, Pisces, what's going to be happening for 2026? All right, it's Christmas. I'm tired, I'm punchy. We're going to go with it. What do we got for Pisces? Yeah, the banana bread I make it's a protein thing. I'll tell you all about it in a second. Let me finish up Pisces, and I'll tell you all about the banana bread because it's good stuff. We've got the Star, the Nine of Swords, 10 of Pentacles. We've got the Three of Wands and the Three of Cups. Pisces, it looks like you're going to be celebrating. There may be healing with someone, or you may be just healing things. I think you've been a little in your head. Again, your ability for escapism and compassion and creativity is very, very nice, but it has to be grounded in reality. There may be some healing with family or friends or something that's caused a lot of anxiety and a lot of worry with the Nine of Swords there. Somebody may have been up late at night, really, really worried about things. 10 of Pentacles. This is family. I mean, it's a marriage. It's grounded, solid, stable, lifelong, generational wealth. You're waiting on your ships to come in, and there could be a celebration here. For some of you, you might be reuniting with someone and coming together. There could be a lot of healing with someone. Let's see. Be careful of drinking too much. I do think celebrations are in order, though. Some of you may have been stressed about a family situation where somebody was estranged, somebody was left out. And it could be you, it could be somebody else. There may be communications here, though, because we do have the star. It's healing, wish fulfillment over some kind of anxiety, sleepless night. Somebody may have been really worried about their stability. We've got, well, the Queen of Swords popped out there. What's the advice for my Pisces gang? We got the Wheel of Fortune, the Page of Cups. There's the Queen of Swords again. And you have Judgment, High Priestess. Somebody may want to come back to you, or you might want to go back to them. Judgment can be a card of reconciliation. We also have the Page of Cups and the Three of Cups. There might have been somebody kind of cold and cutting, but it looks like whatever this is destined. It's spinning the wheel. This is also your advice. So if you need to apologize to somebody, do it. If you need to offer a cup from somebody, the Page of Cups can be a beginning, not always just an apology. It's just an expression of emotion. And it can be the start of something new. But there is, I mean, it looks like you're choosing yourself. You're choosing to stand in your power. You get the King of Wands here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, strong Leo energy. And you also have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Libra, Scorpio, and Pisces, Cancer, Aquarius. Some of you are going to be healing some kind of family issue. Or some of you may be getting your wish, something you were really worried about, possibly celebrating a marriage. Some ship that you've been waiting to come in. I think the universe is finally spinning that wheel in your favor, but it's doing that because you speak your truth, because you say some kind of truth. Some of you may want to reconcile. Either somebody wants to reconcile with you, or you want to reconcile with them, especially with that King of Wands there and the Queen of Swords. I mean, she speaks her truth. She'll hear someone out, she'll listen, but she also states what she's got to state. She's not going to mince words about it. But it looks like that is bringing you some kind of good fortune to, you know, for you to take the action and spin that wheel in your own favor. You know what I'm saying? So, awesome. That looks really good, Pisces. It does. Just remember to ground yourself. Remember to have clear boundaries. And remember that things, you know, to get here, you've got to have a solid plan. You've got to have a structured plan. It's got to be based in reality. It can't just be up in the stars. You want to make it for real? You got to make it for real and spin that wheel yourself. You know what I'm saying? Can't just dream about it. You actually got to do it. And that's hard to do. I mean, it's easier said than done. Because there are, you know, this world is difficult sometimes. It is. All right, Pisces, let's get you a yes or no question and see what the universe has for you. Yes or no? King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. That is a yes. This is truth, structure, routine, intelligence. I love tarot for this. Yeah, so you also have a match here, the King and Queen of Swords. Whatever your question is, it is a very truthful, a powerful, and astute yes. Very intelligent yes, too. There's something about somebody speaking their truth here, too. Some of you just need, like maybe you were worried about an apology. Maybe you were worried about speaking your truth. I don't think there's any need to do that. As a matter of fact, when we apologize to someone, when we, you know, open up, the universe is all about that. I imagine Santa Claus is going to be all about that too. It definitely gains you some karmic brownie points. You know what I'm saying? The answer to your question is yes. You do have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius strong. You got Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, strong Aquarius with that. Could be dealing with another Pisces. We also have Taurus and Capricorn and Gemini. That's what I've got for you, Pisces. Merry Christmas, happy holidays to you, and Happy New Year. Thank you so much. Thank you to everyone. Thank you to all the signs out there. You guys make my job worthwhile every time I come onto YouTube, and I do greatly appreciate you. All right, so banana bread. I found this recipe quite a while back for a protein banana bread. It's got you can make it with coconut sugar, and then you can add chocolate or like semi-sweet morsels and stuff like that. But it's made with your favorite protein powder, like vanilla flavored whey protein, Greek yogurt, almond flour, and oat flour. Which, if you don't have any of that, you can just get almonds or oats and throw them in the blender or food processor and chop it all up. Mix all that together. Teaspoon of baking soda, baking powder, both, one of each. A little bit of cinnamon. And then you get your bananas. You're basing this off of, you do 1 regular egg and then like 4 egg whites. What else goes in the wet mix? The Greek yogurt goes in there. Anyway, take all that, mix it up together, pop it in the oven like 35 to 45 minutes on 400. Oh, it is choice. I always put a bunch of pecans and walnuts in mine, crunch those up and put them in there, and then sprinkle some chocolate chips on the. Although I was out of chocolate chips and I was not going near a store. I can tell you, women down the cooks and chefs and women that are in the kitchen, Southern cooks, I ain't going near a grocery store. But hell no. Ain't happening. So I made this last batch without any chocolate, but man, is it good. And it's got 13, 14 grams of protein per slice, with low sugar at that. Just get that out, toast it up, a little butter on that. Man, it is good. I'm gonna tell you, your boy Jojo can cook. Yes, he can. All right, kids. Thank you all so very, very much. You have no idea. I really do greatly appreciate all of you. Please be safe out there. Have a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Enjoy the time coming up. I'm going to be back. I might be back tomorrow, but I'm not sure. It just depends on my timing of things, how everything works out. If I'm not back tomorrow night, I will be back on Friday. Either way, thank you all so much. Thank you, Lori Dark Designs. Starlight, how are you doing, darling? Merry Christmas. Miss Lisa, of course, thank you so much. Tess, Juliet, everybody that was here. Pam Bear, of course. Thank you all so very much for your love, your kindness, and your support of the channel. Again, you make this job worthwhile every single time I'm on here, and I really do appreciate all of you. I have just a ton of gratitude for you, and I'm wishing you all the very merriest of Christmases and happy holidays. I'm going to leave it there tonight, and I'm going to go have some of that banana bread. Yes, I am. But you guys have a fantastic evening. Don't forget to put those cookies out for Santa Claus and his little elves. And let's remember all of the little elves and the parents out there up late tonight doing their thing. God love them. Be Water, thank you so much. Thank you. All of the subscribes, the memberships, the support, the everything. Oh, I just want to hug you all and give you all the kisses. And hey, Tess, don't forget, with hiking, we're going to the beach, whatever it is we're doing. Yep, I'm bringing the kilt. Oh, goodness. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. You guys, Merry Christmas. From the bottom of my heart, from Gumbo, from all of us here at Mojo Tarot, both of the twins and Gumbo. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate you guys. I'm going to leave it there. Everybody, have a fantastic holiday. Please be safe. Please take care of yourselves and stay safe on the roads out there. I will indeed see you all on the next video. And until then, bye for now. Love, 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 and Merry Christmas. Peace. Y'all have a beautiful Christmas. Good night.
Good dog.